Okay, fine. So morning everyone. So today we'll be dealing with your next part of your model number 5. We left out this parameter concept, right? So we'll try to analyze this parameter. So if you have a logic of KCL, KVL, so with just 4 parameters, 4 equations, you can get 20 marks. Okay. So understand the way to solve the model number 5 parameters. So whether you get doubts, you just make sure that it has to be clear here itself. So we'll try to analyze what all things you have here. Okay. See the major questions comes here, parameters. So what is the meaning of a port? So if they ask you to define a port, so port nothing but it's a terminal. Okay. So at which a signal with respect to voltage or current will be entering as well as leaving. I'll repeat. If they ask port, see the heading is two port networks. The chapter name for this model number 5 is given as two port networks. So what is the meaning of port? Let me talk, then I will add the word two there. Okay. So port means any terminal. I'll repeat. Port means any pair of terminals which are in the form of voltage or current, which will be entering also, which will be leaving also. Okay. So I'm going to call such kind of things as a port. Right? So it is a terminal in which a signal like voltage as well as current will be entering or leaving. Okay. So if I say one port network, so it looked like this. So one entry and one exit. I am going to call it as I or one dash. So you can see one is the input and one dash is the output. So this is called as one port. So where you can see a terminal with respect to one terminal. You can look at here, one port, one out. Okay. So if I say two port, which is having two terminal. So the heading for this model is two port networks. So already you got what is the meaning of network, right? So network means it's a closed path. Correct? So for this, what we are adding the word two port. So one port, what I told, it is having only two terminals, one entry, one exit. So here you will be having two concepts. So one dash. Similarly, you will be having two dash. So at a time you can send two outputs, two inputs. So if I take this as a voltage V1 and this will be your voltage V2. So you can take corresponding I1 and I2 are the currents. So entering is I1, exit is I1 dash. Entering is I2, exit is I2 dash. Okay. So this is the difference between one port and two port. So I'll repeat. Those who came late. Port means it's a pair of terminals with a signal, voltage or current which will be entering in one way and leaving in other way. So if it is having only one terminal like this, it is called as one port. So two port means two terminal like this. I1, I1 dash, I2, I2 dash. So terminal 1, terminal 2. Okay. So this is what you're going to analyze in this model number 5 about two port parameters. Am I clear with the first point, everyone? Is this fine till here? You got what is the meaning of two port first of all? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now we need to know what all the different parameters involved in this two port concept. See this diagram what we wrote, it is a concept of your two port network, right? So in this we have four major parameters. So we're starting with Z parameter, second one Y parameter, third one H parameter, and last one is ABCD parameter. I'll repeat. So in your syllabus for the two port networks, they are kept four different parameters: Z parameter, Y parameter, H parameter, and ABCD parameter. Okay. So Z, you already know what is the meaning of Z? Nothing but impedance. So I can call Z parameter as impedance parameter also. So similarly, Y parameter nothing but admittance. So admittance is a reciprocal of your Z parameter, right? So Z parameter also called as impedance parameter, Y parameter also called as admittance parameter. And what is this H indicates? H indicates a hybrid parameter. I'll repeat. H indicates a hybrid parameter. How it is obtained? With a combination of Z and Y. So if you mix Z plus Y, impedance parameter plus admittance parameter, the outcome itself is hybrid parameter. That is why it's called H parameter. And last one is ABCD parameter, also called as transmission parameter. Okay. So these are the 4 different parameters you need to know. So what's the thing you're going to learn here is, you're going to learn what is the individual coefficients parameter for each coefficients for Z, Y, H, ABCD. So they may ask you for 6 to 8 marks. So in that each parameter they will ask you to write the equivalent circuit of Z, equivalent circuit of your Y, equivalent circuit of your H. Similarly ABCD also. So a small derivation of individual parameter, along with equivalent circuit is what you can expect for 6 to 8 marks. Okay. After this, problems on individual parameter. So they will give a network. So they will ask you to find Z parameter, or for the same network they may ask you to find all 4 parameters also for 16 marks. Am I clear? So till here you can expect 10 marks, and remaining 10 more marks is from the conversion. I need to convert or relationship between Z in terms of Y, Z in terms of H, Z in terms of ABCD. So if you take one parameter, you will be having 3 different derivations. Okay. So totally how many parameters you have? 4 parameters. So it means 12 derivations. If you understand one, remaining 11 you can do easily. Is it fine till here what I told to everyone?
Yes,
everyone,
sir.
is it fine what I told? You got what is the thing you're going to learn for 20 marks? So first half of 10 marks, you can expect individual parameters along with the individual problem. And second 10 marks you can expect for relationship between each or problems on that. They will give a network, they will ask you convert Z in terms of Y. That is what the thing you're going to do here for 20 marks. So if you know the concept of KCL, KVL, you can easily go ahead with this parameter chapter easily. If you feel that somewhere I felt difficulty with respect to my resonance, you may not able to solve the problem, then you can attempt this parameter chapter for 20 more marks. Okay. So what is the thing I told? What is the meaning of port? Port means it's a pair of terminal which is having a signal either in terms of voltage or current, which is having entry in one way and exit one way. So example for one port network is this. So you're having only one entry, exit. So the syllabus says 2 port network is, so 2 port network you can find here 1, 1 dash, 2, 2 dash. So voltage is here V1, V2, corresponding current I1, I2, and output part is I1 dash, I2 dash. So then 4 parameters Z, Y, H and ABCD parameters. Then what I told, in Z parameter also called as impedance parameter, Y is also called as admittance parameter, H is also called as hybrid parameter. So hybrid because it is a combination of Z and Y. And last is ABCD parameter, also called as transmission parameter. So individual derivation of this parameter along with this separate problems will give you 10 marks, and one more 10 marks, relationship between Z in terms of Y, Z in terms of H, Z in terms of ABCD. One, similarly Y in terms of Z. So you will get 12 derivations. If you analyze one derivation, remaining level 11 you can easily solve with the same concept. That will give you 10 more marks. Everyone got the overview of this chapter first of all before going with the individual parameters? Am I clear till here?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So now let's take on one at a time. So we will go with your Z parameter. So before going for Z parameter, I want everyone to make one note. So write a note here, everyone in the book. So write a note. So we'll try to understand you what is the general equation we need to follow for the 4 parameters. Each parameter has one general equation. If you know that general equation, so it means 4 equations, you can get 20 marks easily. Okay. So this general equation plays a major role here. If you make small mistake in the general equation, complete derivation or complete problem is going to be wrong. Okay. So for that purpose, so let's have a note in which you just make a note of all the 4 parameters generalized equation such that it should be in your mind that whichever parameter asked, that general equation should be written for the first, that carries 1 marks. Okay. So now if I say Z parameter, I call it as impedance. Okay. So here the constant we have to find is V1, V2. So we need to find the voltage V1, V2. So what will be known? You need to vary your currents. So I'll just write currents here. I1, I2, similarly I1, I2. So I'm just giving a idea for you to remember this formula also. If it is Z parameter, voltages is what you're supposed to find, currents is what you're supposed to vary, right? So what are the different parameters you can see? If I say Z parameter, so Z parameter is made up of 4 coefficients, Z11, Z12, Z21 and Z22. Is it visible what I'm writing? Is it visible here?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what I told? So Z parameter coefficients belongs to what I told here. So Z parameter coefficients belongs to Z11, Z12, Z21 and Z22. Okay na? So now you just add this here. Nothing else you should do. You just add that parameter Z11, Z12. It should be in order. See here. This is your V1. This is for V2. So Z21, Z22. So just add plus between these two. See, this becomes your generalized equation for your Z parameter. Any difficulty to understand this? So you have to find V1, V2, keep that towards LHS. I1, I2 is what the thing you can vary, and the coefficients Z11, Z12, Z21, Z22. Am I clear with this Z parameter, everyone? The generalized equation in a note. Is it fine here?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now similarly you can write for Y parameter also. So what could be the coefficient for Y parameter here? Y11, Y12, Y21, Y22. So this is a coefficient for your Y parameter, right? So here it's a reverse concept of this Z parameter. So what is the thing? V1, V2 were constant. Now you need to write I1, I2 are the constant. So what is known now? V1, V2, V1, V2. So what you just need to do? So just add the coefficients and with a plus symbol. Add the coefficients with plus symbol. See, this becomes a generalized equation for your Y parameter. Any doubts? Anyone with this thing what I told you? Am I clear till here?
Yes, sir.
So any doubts, anyone? So is it visible clearly here what I wrote equations? See, this is what I want. Generalized equation for Z parameter means this two should be in your mind. Similarly, this two. So don't try to mug up the things. Just keep what I supposed to find in individual parameter and what is the thing I have with me. For that, you just add a coefficients of individual parameter to get the things. So if you know this generalized equation, then derivation as well as problem will be easier. I am going to take the cases and I am going to solve the problem. That part I will take later. So before that, is it fine to everyone? Is it fine to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, na? Fine. So you just look at here. If I write this side, is it visible? So now we finished 2 parameters. So parameter number 3 is H parameter. So I told H means it's a hybrid parameter. So it's a mixture of Z and Y, right? So what is the thing you can write here? H11, H12, H21, H22. So this is the coefficients what we have. So what I told, it's a mixture of these two, right? So it's a mixture of your Z as well as your Y. So what you should do, you need to consider the term V1 from the first equation as well as I2 from the second equation. So that is the only thing you need to remember while doing this hybrid. Okay. So what is the thing you need to write? V1 as a first equation, So V1 as well as I2 are the two things you need to find because I am mixing now. I am mixing these two. Okay now. So V1 equation ಏನಪ್ಪಾ? So it was I1 I2. So it was I1 I2. But now since I am mixing these two, you're supposed to write this as I1 V2. Clear? One you remember because same thing is applied here also. I1 V2. So just you need to substitute the coefficient here. So that becomes your generalized equation for H parameter. So what are the things you're supposed to find from this Z V1 and from here I2? It is made up of I1 as well as V2. Just mention the parameters to get the answer. So is it visible? Everyone, is it fine till there? So you got what is the meaning of H
Yes,
parameter
sir.
now? So if you have doubt, you can ask because if you remember this four formulas, what you're writing now, it will be easier for you to understand the parameters completely. Anand, any doubt here? Ananya?
No, sir.
Okay, na? So you got
Yes,
hybrid
sir.
parameter concept here?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so left out is last one. That is your ABCD parameter. Okay, so we're going to call ABCD parameter as a transmission parameter. So it is short form is T, transmission parameter T. So parameter coefficients are ABCD. ABCD. So the parameter coefficients itself is ABCD. Okay. So you just remember the generalized equation. See, compared to this three, this last one is a little bit different with respect to writing equation. So you just need to analyze that transmission parameter perfectly. Okay. So here we'll be dealing with V1 and I1. So in the hybrid we went with mixture of two, right? So now here you'll be having a concept of your V1 as well as your I1, and you remember this, it's V2 and I2. Similarly V2, I2. So parameters A, B, C, D. So instead of adding like other three, you need to do subtraction. You need to do subtraction. So it's V1, I1 is what you're supposed to find. So V2, I2 you're supposed to make use as a cases. Then add the terminals ABCD coefficient with a negative symbol. So that will tell you the formula for your ABCD parameter. So this four formula is what I want you to analyze first to solve any problem or any derivation of your two-port concept. Am I clear? Am I clear till here?
Yes, sir.
Shall we proceed with the Z parameter now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So let me erase. This is all the note. Before going for anything, you just have a note. So this four formulas should be in your mind, such a way that whichever parameter they ask, first write this generalized equation. So now we will go further. You will understand in a better way. Okay. So let me erase this. So now we can take the first Z parameter. Z parameter. What is the other name for Z parameter?
Impedance
What is
parameter.
that? Good. So you can call as impedance parameter also, and also called as open circuit impedance. Okay. So since the voltages V1, V2 are open, called as open circuit impedance. But in case of Y parameter, it is current, right? So it is short with respect to current means you should be. So these are two differences. You should just have an awareness. So in the bracket, you can make a note. Z parameter, one more name is called as impedance parameter, or one more name, open circuit impedance. Is it fine?
Yes, sir.
Is it fine? Okay. Bold is visible still in the darkness. Is it fine?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now the question is, if they ask you to derive the different coefficients of Z parameter along with the equivalent circuit, it will be for 8 marks. Okay, I'll repeat the question. So how we are going to solve for one parameter derivation, same procedure you have to follow for remaining 3 also. Okay, that's why I told understand one clearly, remaining you can replica only with respect to base equation, the equation will be changing, that's it. Apart it will be same. Okay, so the question is derive the coefficients of Z parameter along with equivalent electrical circuit they will ask. Okay, so first whenever any parameter individually they have asked, write the general equation. Can you tell me what is general equation for Z parameter? So general equation, what is the term I should find? V1, V2. So what's the term varying? I1, I2, I1, I2. So coefficient Z11, Z12, Z21, Z22. So this is your base equation. Any doubts anyone till here? Is it fine here till here?
No, sir.
Okay. So whenever the Z parameter derivation is asked, write the generalized equation. See, our target is I need to find what is the formula for Z11, Z12, Z21 and Z22. So that is what the meaning of derivation. Okay. So how to solve this? Okay. So if you want, I will write here. So Z indicates the coefficient Z11, Z12, Z21, Z22. So now your task is you need to find what is the equivalent of Z11, what is Z12, Z21, Z22. So this is what you're supposed to find. Same way for remaining parameter also. Okay. Now, if you want to solve individual coefficient, you need to make one as 0. With respect to what? With respect to current. If you make this I2 is equal to 0 as case 1, then do we get Z11 and Z21 easily? Yes or no? From the generalized equation, if I make the case 1 current 2 is equal to 0, then do we get Z11, Z21? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
See, we need to make assumption to solve this. Otherwise, you can't solve this two-port concept. Okay. So you take case number 1. So case 1. So when I2 is equal to 0. So if you make I2 is equal to 0 in generalized equation, what will happen? So this part becomes completely 0, right? So what is the answer I can expect for Z11? So substituting this in the above equations, you're going to get Z11 as V1 by I1. Correct? So you write at I2 is equal to 0. Similarly, Z21 is equals to V2 by I1 at I2 is equal to 0. Understood here what I did here? See, same procedure you're supposed to use to solve the problem also. So instead of giving the values, they will give the values of current voltage, substitute there and get the answer. I will show you a problem how to solve later. So let's have analysis how to do the derivation first. Is this fine till here to everyone? Is it fine
Yes, sir.
till here to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, na? Right? So here you can see V1 by I1. So V1 is also input, I1 is also input. That's why we can call Z11 as input impedance. I'll repeat. Z11 is called as input impedance because it is having output by input by input logic. Correct? V1 also, I1 also. Right? So this is called as what? Input impedance. Z11. What about Z21? Z21 is having V2 and I1. So V2 means it is port 2. So it has moved forward. Am I audible here?
Yes, sir.
Is it audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Say I told Z11 as input impedance because it is V1 by I1. Both are input. So now I can call, see this is the designation what we are supposed to tell for individual coefficients along with the formula. Look at Z21, it says V2 by I1. I1 is I1 only, but What about V2? From V1 it has changed to V2, means it has moved forward. So I can call this Z21 as forward transferred impedance. So this is called as forward transferred impedance. It has transferred from V1 to V2. So you can designate this name as forward transfer impedance. Whereas the first one is input impedance. Any doubts, anyone till here? Is it fine with the case 1? If I take I2 as 0, you're going to get 2 answers, 2 coefficient. Similarly, go with case 2. So when I1 is equal to 0. So from this generalized formula, if you make I1 as 0, what is the answer for Z12 here? It's V1 by I2. Where when I1 is equal to 0. Similarly, what is Z22? What is Z22? It says V2 by I2. When I1 is equal to 0. Any doubts, anyone till here? Am I clear till here to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now look at here. So it's Z12. We have designated some name, right? Z11 called as input impedance, Z21 called as forward. From V1 to V2 it went, so forward. So what about this? Is it called reverse now? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
See, V1 by I2. So it is called as reverse transfer impedance. Reverse transfer impedance. And what about this V2 by I2? It is called as,
Reverse
when you call V1 by I1 as input impedance, what is V2 by I2?
Output impedance.
output impedance.
Good, that's it. So this is called as output impedance. See, all 4 coefficients we have found with a different naming. So this is what the thing you need to find. After finding this, you just need to write all the answers here. Clear? So what is Z1 answer here? So V1 by I1. What? See, don't make mistakes again. So this is Z21. So Z21 is here only. So it means this column belongs to your I1, I2. I have made this I2 as 0. Cut up. So here I can get the answer as V2 by I1. Similarly, Z12 is called as V1 by I2. And last is V2 by I2. So what is the unit for your impedance? What is the unit for impedance? What is the unit?
Mho.
Is it ohm only? So you can write it as ohm. So what all the values you get, you can mention it as ohm. So this is the one part of your derivation. So for the same Z parameter, they will ask you to write the equivalent network. So if they ask you to write the equivalent network, how to write, I will show you. Before that, any doubts, anyone with the Z parameter derivation? That's why I told generalized equation is very, very important. If you remember this much, then it will be easier for you further. Am I clear till here? Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Shall we proceed? Next part, what you should do? You need to write the electrical circuit for this. Okay. So equivalent network, what they will ask. So I will just show you how to write equivalent electrical network. Okay, I think at the beginning I showed you one diagram for you, right? So you just look at this. So there was a 2-port concept. So this was 2-port. So I wrote like this: I1 dash 1 dash. Similarly, I2 dash 2 dash, and I designate this as V1 and this as V2. Sign up. So this is your generalized diagram for any 2-port network. Now inside this 2-port network, what should be replaced? Which parameter? I'm asking you only. Which parameter?
Z parameter.
Z parameter. So instead of this 2-port network, it involves your Z parameter. So now the logic is what is inside that? That is called as your equivalent network for your Z parameter. So always remember, whenever you write for Z parameter, so this remains same, plus minus V1 remains same. Now, if you look at here, it is having 4 coefficients, right? So out of 4 coefficients, what is there towards input side? It says Z11. So everyone remember the logic of voltage, practical voltage source and practical current source. So if I say practical voltage source, what should be in series to the voltage?
Resistance.
Resistance. So instead of resistance, now it is impedance. So called as Z11. So now your mind is telling that along with this, I want one what? What do you want now? One more? Voltage source. Voltage source. Correct? And I can connect this in this way. So one voltage source plus or minus. I can designate this in this way, right? So since I have made it as Z11, what is the next coefficient here? What is the input side? We are having 2 coefficients, Z12. Z12. Serena? So now this is not end. What I wrote is a voltage source. It is depending on what? So always remember, whenever you write towards the input side, it will be depending on the second current, that is your A2. So whenever you write the equivalent circuit towards the input side, Z11 along with Z12 with a series connection of voltage source, and it is a dependent voltage source. It is depending on what? Current. So current dependent voltage source, right? So this is for this side. Same way here also I should write, right? So don't connect in this way. You should connect from the bottom. Don't connect here. So whenever write equivalent circuit, it should be in this way. Okay. So now what should be connected from either side? So this side consisting of what here? Z22 now. So this is your one more connection, right? And for this, I need to connect one more voltage source. So this is your V2. So what I should write here? Z21 I1. Look at here. So there was I1 dash, and there was I2 dash. Look at the compare with this to this. Is it same way? What was there inside? I just change it to a equivalent of that. That is why it is called as equivalent electrical network for 2-port Z parameter, because I have climbed Z11, Z22 coefficient. Any doubts? Anyone with this? How to write the equivalent electrical network for Z parameter? They will ask you in the derivation. So it will be 8 marks till here. So derive the general equation, consider the cases, then conclude the thing with this formula. After that, equivalent circuit. See what steps I taught you. Same procedure you are supposed to follow for all the parameter except ABCD parameter. Equivalent circuit won't be there for ABCD, is separate, right? So only for Y, Z and H you need to write the last diagram. So this diagram won't be there for your ABCD parameter, because at ABCD is not a coefficient in generalized one. Is it fine till here, everyone?
Yes, sir.
So any doubts, anyone, how to do a derivation for Z parameter? So now same way you can repeat for others also. We'll do that. Y parameter, H parameter and ABCD parameter. I told only for ABCD parameter equivalent circuit won't be there. Otherwise, till getting the coefficient, same procedure. So considering the equation, cases wise, get the answers. Will you solve, or you want me to do one more? Yeah. I'm asking you people only. Can you solve Y parameter now?
Yes, sir.
So what is the thing you should remember? The base equation. So the base equation consisting of I1 equals to I2 equals to. So V1, V2 kept constant. Take case 1, V2 is equal to 0. Similarly, case 2, V1 is equal to 0. You will get individual coefficients of Y11, Y12. What is the unit for your admittance? What's the unit? Impedance, if it is ohm, what is the unit for admittance?
Mho, sir.
Mho. It's reverse of your ohm, correct? So from that you can get the answer. So now can you tell me how the equivalent circuit looks for your Y parameter? So Z parameter is called as open circuit, correct? Impedance. So your Z parameter understood. Y parameter is also called as short circuit admittance. I'll repeat. Impedance is called as open circuit. Admittance is called as short circuit. So instead of writing the voltage source, which source you will do now? Which source?
Current source.
Good. Current source. Then what will happen for this? Is it series or parallel for current source?
Parallel. Parallel.
Parallel. So you need to write Y11 parallel with current source and designate the value as Y12 V2. Similarly here also parallel connection designate with what? Y21 V1 and this Y22 should be parallel to that. That becomes a equivalent circuit for your Z parameter. Understood or not everyone? Is it fine here?
Yes, sir.
So similarly, if I take H parameter, so procedure remains same. Look at the H parameter equations here. So getting the derivation or coefficient remains same, right? So here the case 1 is V2 is equal to 0 and is equal to 0. You're going to get the answers. Then you're going to dump that like this. After this, how the circuit looks? It is a combination of both. Hybrid, right? I told you hybrid, correct now? So what you should do? You need to keep one end as this and other end as current. Artha aitendro? I will repeat
So
the equivalent circuit for your H parameter. So this will become H11. This will become H12. Okay. So there is no I2 there. It should be I1. Kata. So then this is H parameter. Similarly, Y parameter means you should write a current source parallel with H22. So combination of voltage and current is what your H parameter. That is called the equivalent circuit. Will you write that? Is it fine? Is it fine?
Yes, sir.
Okay, na? So last parameter, this again same case. Case 1, I2 is equal to 0. You may get negative answers because B and C coefficient are negative. I2 is equal to 0 and similarly V2 is equal to 0. And don't write any equivalent circuit. You can't write also. That's enough. So if you write only the parameters or the coefficient equation, that completes a 4 derivations of 4 parameters. See, you have finished 8 marks of this topic. So on this problems will give you 10 more marks. Is it fine till here?
Sir, H sir.
Yadapa?
H parameter.
Okay, I'll repeat. H parameter, this is a generalized equation. So in this equation, what we want here? We want the individual coefficients. So take the case 1, V2 is equal to 0. So this is gone. You will get these two answers from this. Case 2, I1 is 0. You will get these two answers. Is it fine till there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So then to write the equivalent circuit, what I told, it's a combination of, look at here. So this is from your Z parameter. This is from your Y parameter. Agree? Yes or no?
Sir.
So when you write the equivalent circuit, so H parameter first off, look at that I1 along with this H1, H2, this remains same. So what you should write? Replace this with H11 and this with H12 and I2 with V2. Artha aita? This part, same diagram, only naming is different. That's it. Is it fine till here, Shashank? Is it fine?
ಈಕ್ವಲೆಂಟ್ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ ಸರಿ ಹೇಳಿ ಸರ್.
ಅದನ್ನೇ ಕಣೋ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು ಆಗ್ಲಿಂದ.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me write for you. So you will compare with your Z parameter diagram. I will write once more. Just understand the things what I told you. Okay. Just a second. See what I told, H parameter means it's a combination of Z and Y. So this diagram, what was earlier, right? You can retain this as it is. This is from your Z parameter
Sir.
first half. See here, this equation, can't see here? V1 is equal to this. Is it what this V1 is equal to this
Yes.
complete part? So that's why I will write H parameter circuit as like this. So H11, look at the equation H11 and this is I1 and this is your V1.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then you have a coefficient H1 with a source V2. So what we have? Voltage source, but it is dependent H12 depending on V2. This part first of all. Yes or no? Is it fine here? Till you? Shashank, Vishnu. Is it
Sir,
audible?
voice breaker.
Okay, now is it audible? I'm audible here.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So you got the first half what I wrote. So I wrote the first half from the first equation, that is your Z parameter equation. So now next half is, look at the equation. It says with respect to your Y parameter.
video break
So
up
I2
here,
is
sir.
there. So it means what? I need to connect which source? Instead of voltage, connect the current source. And for this, parallel to your H22. H22. And what it is? H12, H21 is depending on I1. So it is current dependent current source. I1 is here and this is H22. So this will be your V2. So is it a combination of hybrid parameter is a combination of your H and Y? Is it correct? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತು ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿಲ್ರೋ? Still doubts? I'm audible here. Any
Sir.
doubts, anyone? Is it fine, Vishnu?
Yes, sir.
Bhargavi, any doubt here?
No, sir.
Okay. So I hope everyone got the way to represent the equivalent circuit for Z, Y, and your H parameter. So H. So one of, see, that just left to compare here, right? So one part I have taken from your Z and one more part I have taken from your Y. So that is why it is called hybrid, a combination of both. So one side will get voltage, one side will get current. So if you write this much, you will get 8 marks. So there is no equivalent circuit for your ABCD parameter that you can directly get the coefficient. Is it fine till here? Shall we proceed? Shall we proceed with one problem? Am I? Yes or no, yeah? Shall we proceed or not? My voice is breaking here.
Proceed, sir.
Okay, fine. So after knowing the 4 derivations and 4 generalized equation, then comes the way to solve the problem. So I'll just show you one parameter problem. Then we will go to relationship between one among other. After that, we'll come back to problem once more. Okay, now? So try to understand first how to solve the problem in parameters. See, after the class, you just try to analyze the thing what I left out. I ask you to write the Y parameter, H parameter, as well as ABCD parameter in this form. Then equivalent circuit for that. If you have doubt, you can ask to me. Okay. So let's proceed with the problem now. Run on the problem. I will do one simple problem first. For the given network, find Z parameter. So it will be for 6 to 7 marks. For the given network, find Z parameter. Just look at the board. Is it visible? Is it visible here? So I've given all the values as 4 only. Question can't draw. Is it visible? Everyone. Is it fine here? Question is visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now look at the board once. I will explain you how to solve any parameter. So then you can go ahead later part. Okay. So what is the concept of Z parameter? It is a open circuit impedance, right? So look at there. This much will be given for you, and they will ask you to find the parameters. Okay. So what you're supposed to do to find Z parameter? Look at the condition is having only 2 mesh, right? So this center part is like your 2-port now. That is center part 2-port. Either side will be having port 1, port 2. So if you observe this circuit, we know how to apply our mesh analysis concept. How to apply mesh analysis. But one thing you should be very careful here. Look at here. This is entering. This is leaving. Similarly, this is entering. This is leaving. It means what? If you take one as clockwise, one should be anti-clockwise. Sorry, this is anti-clockwise. This is clockwise. Sorry now. You got what I said? Everyone, is it fine what I said? Because one is in this way, one is in this way. You can't take both as clockwise like how we did earlier. So one should be clockwise means one should be anti-clockwise. So is it fine? The first point. How many currents you have? How many currents you have here?
2 currents, sir.
2 currents. So you can designate this as I1 and I2. So now, whenever any parameter equation is given for you, what is the first thing you should write? I told you, write a generalized equation. So generalized equation in a form. So V1, V2. So write this generalized equation. Then you will get a clear picture that what you are supposed to do. So this is your generalized equation. Okay. If you want, you can designate as equation number 1 and 2. So now apply the logic of your KVL. Apply the logic of your KVL. So tell me what is a mesh equation for the first one. So you can designate from here minus 4 I1. So this 4 is between these two in a palm. So minus 4 I1 minus I2. Then minus 2 plus means what? Voltage ಏನಾಗಬೇಕು positive. So plus V1 equal to 0. Everyone got what I wrote there? I just apply my mesh analysis concept. That's why I told you should be having awareness about mesh and nodal analysis here. So just apply there. Minus 4 I1. This is between 2. So minus 4 I1 minus I2 plus V1 equal to 0. So now you just rearrange this. So this becomes minus 8 I1 plus 4 I2 equal to minus V1. Okay. Now look at the equation what we wrote and what is given in the generalized equation. Is it matching? Look at there. I1, I2 is there, V1 is there, and V1 is having minus. So multiply by minus. So if you do that, you will get 8 I1 minus 4 I2 is equal to V1. If you call this as equation number 3, compare equation number 3 and 1. What is the answer for Z11 now? What is Z1 answer equals to? 8 and raw. Similarly, what is Z12? It's minus 4.
Minus 4.
ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತೀನ್ರೋ? See, just a simple problem. Okay. I just remember the logic of KVL. I applied there and I compare with. See, if you write the equation in an order, if you match with this, it will be matching. Then you can write the coefficient easily. If it is not matching, then we need to rearrange some mathematical operation, one in terms of other, to make it match. That we will go with higher complexity level. Now this simple problem you understand. Is it fine till here? Is it fine till here?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay. So now similarly go ahead with that. Go ahead with that. So apply mesh equation for second one. Second equation you draw. I told anti-clockwise. It should come in this way now because entering of current is in this way. This is separate port. Yeah. So again you can designate with what here. So don't forget to write the units. Here draw. Minus 4 I2 again minus 4 I2 minus I1 again here from here to here plus V2 equal to 0. So from this you can write 4 I1 minus 8 I2 equal to minus V2. Again multiply by minus, you will get minus 4 I1 plus 8 I2 is equal to V2. So if we call this as equation number 4, compare 4 and 2, and what is your Z21 answer here? Z21 is minus 4,
minus 4.
then Z22 is 8. This is your answer. Understood? Everyone?
Yes,
Yes or
sir.
no? Is it fine? So therefore at the end you should conclude the answer. Therefore Z is equal to, so write all the answers together. 8, then minus 4, 8. Is it fine? Is it fine? So what answers we got and what answers we are supposed to get? Is it matching? Artha Kendra, everyone. So I hope everyone got the simple problem how to solve your Z parameter. Yes or no?
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, na? Is it fine till here? So if it is fine, let me increase the complexity. Let me give 3 mesh problem for you for the same Z parameter. Shall we proceed? Is it fine till here? Shall we proceed? Everyone?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So go with next problem. See, try to understand the parameters individually first. Z how to do, Y how to do, Z, H how to do. Then we can do one in terms of other. So that I will teach you later. First, understand the concept of parameters. So now let me increase the complexity. So instead of giving one mesh, let me give 2 mesh for you. Hold on. Obtain the Z parameter. Obtain the Z parameter for the network shown below. For the network shown below. So this is your I2 and this is your V2. So having a values of 2 ohm, 1 ohm each. So this is your V1 and this is your I1. So this is a given question here. So obtain the Z parameter for the network shown below. Yeah. Question is visible? 2, 2, 1, 1. Yeah. Yes. Question is visible here?
Yes.
Okay, na pailyer go. See, whenever they ask you to find the Z parameter, I told you write the generalized equation and keep in one side. Because I will tell you that I want my circuit to be obtaining in that fashion. If I get that, then I can just compare like how we did in the previous problem, you can get the answer. Okay. So write a generalized equation that carries 1 marks. I told you generalized equation for Z parameter. So replica that V1, V2. Okay. So this is your generalized equation I1 and I2. So now tell me how many meshes you have in this?
3 mesh, sir.
3 meshes. See, earlier we used to write I1, I2, I3 randomly, but now I1 and I2 are fixed. That you should not change. You should not take I1, I2, I3. That is a mistake you will commit. Since it is a 2-port, I1, I2 are fixed. So this is clockwise I1, this is anti-clockwise I2, and this is should be your I3. Whether clockwise, anti-clockwise, left to you. So is it fine what I told? Whenever you find more than 2 meshes, so don't climb I1, I2, I3 in the order. I1 that side, I2 that side, center one should be your I3. Am I clear? Am I clear?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay, now proceed with the first case. So case 1. So case 1, apply mesh analysis for this. Check out here. So it's -2 I1 minus 1 into I1 minus I3 plus V1 equal to 0. So we'll get I3 now. Let it get right as it is. So it's -3 I1 plus I3 equal to minus V1. So this is your equation number 3. So you just look at there. I can't compare now because V1 is there, I1 is there, but instead of I2 it is I3. So you can't compare like previous one. So you need to find what is I3 first. Then substitute I3 in terms of equation 1 and last. Then you'll get the answer. I hope you got the concept now, everyone.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
proceed. So apply mesh 2. Apply mesh 2 here. So -2 I3, then -2 I3 minus I2, then again -1 I3 minus I1 equal to 0. So simplify this. So you're going to get I1, then plus I2, plus 2 I2, then you'll be having minus 4. So -5 I3 equal to 0. This is equation number 4. Is it correct what I wrote? Just check out. Everyone, is it correct here what I wrote? So we'll get I1 plus 2 I2 minus 5 I3 equal to 0. Sarinappa?
Yes, sir.
So now what is the thing I want? So from equation number 4, I want only I3, because if you are able to convert that I3 in terms of I1, I2, then for me comparing with general equation become easier. Correct? So for that purpose, you convert this equation number 4 only in terms of I3. So if you look at there, I will write the equation here. So it's I1 plus 2 I2 minus 5 I3 equal to 0. So I want only I3 means I will pull everything that side. So it becomes 5 I3 is equal to I1 plus 2 I2. So I have taken this towards RHS. I3. Okay na? So from this I want only I3 means how it looks here. It's 1 by 5 I1 plus 2 by 5 I2. Sarendra? Everyone? Am I correct, Elio? Is it fine?
Yes, sir.
So now you can substitute this. If I call this as equation number 5, substitute 5 in equation number 3. So if you substitute 5 in equation number 3, what will happen? Substitute 5 in equation number 3. So equation number 3 is minus 3 I1 plus I3 is this now. So it's plus 1 by 5 I1 plus 2 by 5 I2 is equal to minus V1. So if you want, you can multiply minus here. So this become 3 I1 minus 1 by 5 I1 minus 2 by 5 I2 is equals to V1. So simplify this. So what is 3 minus 1.1 by 5 here? You can take I common here. So it's like this, 3 by 5 I1 minus 2 by 5 I2 equals to V1. So what is 3 minus 1 by 5?
2.8, sir.
2.8 I1. And what is 2 by 5 here? 2 by 5.
0.4, sir.
0.4 I2 equals to V1. So you can call this as equation number 6. So what you should do now? Compare what and what? Compare what and what?
Equation 6 and
Z11
Good.
and
So
Z1.
compare equation 1 with 6. So from that, what you can climb? Where shall I write? I will erase this part. So after comparing these two equations, what's the thing you're going to get? Let me know here. So Z11 is equals to 2.8 ohm
2.8.
and Z1 is equals to minus 0.4 ohm. So any doubts? Anyone till here? Getting the concept now, right? That's why I told understand the derivation become easier for you. Anta. Is it fine here? Everyone, is it fine? So proceed. So apply mesh analysis for this last mesh, mesh 3. So if you apply mesh analysis there, yeah. So now you should tell me the answer. So it's only one concept. It's minus 2 I2 minus I3 plus V2 equal to 0. So it's minus 2 I2 plus 2 I3 equals to minus V2. Let me multiply minus here. So this becomes 2 I2 minus 2 I3 is equal to V2. So what is I3? Substitute the value of I3 there and tell me the final equation. Substitute I3 there. So what was I3 you got here? It's 1 by 5 I1 plus or minus a? Compare and tell me what is the answer. What is the equation first of all? Substitute the value of I3 here and tell me what is the equation in terms of I1, I2. How much, Chandana?
So done, sir.
Okay. Anyone done? Darshanika?
Doing, sir.
Okay, okay. So substitute I3 value and tell me what is the answer.
Sir, 4.5 I1 minus
4.5 I1 minus
0.2 I2.
0.2 I2 equals to V2 now. Is it correct what your friend told others? Check out the answer here. If you write this, then you can just compare, that's all. Is it fine till here? Yeah.
Sir, 2.4 I1, sir.
2.4 I1 na. ಅದು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? Check out. Others, what's the answer? Ananya, done here?
Sir, I1 I2 ಉಲ್ಟಾ ಹೇಳಿದೀನಿ ಸರ್. 2.4 I2 ಸರ್ ಅದು.
Lay. Correct answer. So let me write like
Minus
this.
0.41 plus 2.4 I2.
Okay, repeat the answer. Minus
0.4 I1
0.2 I1.
okay
plus 2.4 I2.
Sarina Ivaga, is it fine now? Is it correct now, others? Amruta?
Sir, minus 0.2 I1.
Why different answers, sir? Just substitute the value of I3 in that and tell me
Sir,
answer.
I1 is correct, sir, minus 0.4.
Okay, I2?
I2, I got minus 1.2, sir.
I1 minus? Repeat here, what you told?
Sir, even minus 1.
It's not audible, Ananya. I1 is minus 0.4 I1 kata.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I2 estapa?
Minus 1.2, sir.
1.2.
Why different answers? One is selling one more is selling one more. Just substitute I3 value here and tell me the answer anta and so much difficulty here.
Sir, I1 1 by 500 0.2 I1 ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಸರ್ ಆಗೋದದು.
1 by 5 0.2 ಏನೋ?
Yes.
Sir, but 2 multiply ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಸರ್ ನಾವು ಒಳಗೆ.
Wait, you have to multiply this man, Vishnu. It's 2 times of that value.
Okay.
Whatever the value you have, I3 that should be multiplied with 2 times.
Sir, correct ಆಗಿದೆ sir. Minus 0.4 I1 plus 2.4 I2. Correct ಆಗಿದೆ sir.
Is it okay? Others? Bhargavi?
Sir, I2 1.6 ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಸರ್, minus 1.6.
I1 correct?
ಹಾ, I1 ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ.
Minus 1.6. Is it correct, Ananya?
Sir, I'll once again check it, sir.
Okay, just check out. Just substitute the value of I3 here and tell me the answer. If it is done, let me know here.
Sir, minus 0.4 I1 minus 3 ಬರ್ತಿದೆ ಸರ್.
Minus 3 ಬರ್ತಾ? Okay, let them check.
Sir,
Let them check.
5 by 2 into.
So tell me what was I3 answer I gave you? It's 1 by
5 I1.
1 by 5 I1 plus
Yes, sir. 5 by
plus
2
2 by
I2.
5 I2. Sorry, wrong?
5 by 2, sir. 5 by 2 I2.
No, sir, 2 by 5
by
I2.
2 by 5 kano. Look at the equation here only, it's here. From this, it's 2 by 5. So substitute this in this equation I told. Okay. So after substituting, how it looks? 2 by 2 minus 2 times of. You have to multiply this complete term by 2. So it becomes 2 by 5 I1 plus 4 by 5 upon I2 equals to V2. Is it how it looks? Yes or no? So 2 plus 4 by 5 straw.
1.6 sir.
Sarina Ivaga, I think it's plus alva. I think it's plus no yaar.
Minus
That
ಬರುತ್ತೆ.
2 minus ಬರುತ್ತೆ sir.
Okay, Nega, what answer you told is it correct? Minus 0.4 and minus 1.6, correct? Is it okay, our answers?
Sir, we will get as minus 4 by 5 I2, sir, there.
Minus 4 by 5. Hey, what I wrote, look at here, yaar, it's 2I2 and plus 4I2, correct? I think this is also minus, no?
Yes, sir, there will get minus.
Okay,
So 2 minus 4
Sir.
by 5, it is 1.2, sir.
1.2, sir.
1.2 na?
Minus 0.4 I1 plus 1.2 I2 equals V2.
Okay, now I think this is fine.
Yes, sir.
So now compare this with the generalized equation second one. So from this I can claim Z21 is equal to minus 0.4. Right now? And Z22 is equals to 1.2. See, if you observe the answer carefully, always Z12 and Z21 answer are matching. Is it symmetric? Can't you draw? Look at there. I think in the previous problem also, if you observe, always Z12 and Z21 answer are remain same. Correct? Huh? So it's minus 0.4, minus 0.4. So input impedance, output impedance is different. Apart from that, 2. Is it fine till here? Is it fine, everyone? Have you got the logic now? How to solve the Y parameter concept?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is the way you need to solve. So I will just go with one more problem with Y parameter now. So I want you to solve this. Is it fine? Shall I continue or you want break? Yeah? Shall we continue or you want break? I'm asking people only. What, Ananya?
Sir,
You want to continue or you want break? Yeah?
so we'll continue, sir.
Okay. Others, is it fine? Shall we continue?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So go ahead with your next problem. See, if you understand how to solve Z parameter, same way we will try to analyze Y parameter also. If you know this two, then hybrid parameter become easier for you. Just applying the concept of short circuit, open circuit, whether you want KCL, KVL is left to you. Okay. So let's try to analyze the things now. Let me go back with the same problem what we got. So I think first problem what we took here, I think it was 4 1 row. 4 here, 4 here, 4 here. So 4, 4, 4. So we'll go with this only. So to understand the way to solve your Y parameter. So the question is, so that's why I told for the one question they ask you to solve all the parameters also, right? So for the given network, find the Y parameter. So Y parameter is asked. So what you should do first? You need to write a generalized equation. So now it's I1, I2. So I told Y parameter also called as short circuit impedance. Earlier it was open circuit, Z parameter. Okay. So the formula V1, Y11 V1 plus Y12 V2. Similarly, this two also. So this is your generalized equation V1 V2. Question ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರಪ್ಪ ಇಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ? Question is done here. Shall we proceed?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now look at the logic. So what is your Y parameter concept says? You need to take the case. For example, if I take V2 is equal to 0, what will happen here? Is it short circuit concept if I say V2 is 0? For case 1, if I take V2 is equal to 0, the circuit look like this, yes or no? Is it like this? Is it like this here?
Yes, sir. Short
So
circuit.
from this category, if I take V2 is equal to 0, what is your Y11? I can claim it as I1 by V1 upon I1 by V1. Similarly, Y21 equals I2 by V1. Saina. So now what you will do? How to solve this? So short circuit concept. Yen marbodo. If you write this in this generalized form, you can compare easily and get the answer. How will you proceed with this now? Yeah. Just think and tell me. So this is a case 1 concept. V2 is equal to 0. So from this I should get 2 answers. So we can proceed. Anyone? Can anyone tell me how to find this
Node
answer?
analysis.
Okay, let me tell, listen here. Listen. So you got this diagram how I wrote, everyone? Is it fine till here? Is it fine?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now listen here. See, if I make case 1, I got these 2 expression to be fine, right? Look at this. So I1 V1, I2 V2. So if we able to get what is V1 in terms of I1, if I substitute there, I1 will get cancelled. That itself is a answer for Y11. Agree? Agree or not? Yes or no, yeah?
So innocently, sir.
I will repeat. Look at the expression. I have taken case 1, V2 is equal to 0. If you take that 2 case, you are going to get this 2 expression. So now, by applying the logic, if we are able to get, say, we know Ohm's law, V is equals to I into R. So if we get V1 in terms of I1 into R, if I substitute that here, I1 will get cancelled. So you will get 1 by R. That itself is answer for Y11. Correct?
Yes, sir.
So now task is how to get this answer. So since this is short circuit, how to find R? Can I find R using equivalent resistance concept? These two are parallel and that will comes in series to this. Agree? So what is R equivalent now? How to find this R? So 4 into 4 divided by 4 plus 4. This answer will be in series with this. So I should write plus 4. How much is this? Look at the answer and tell me. So I'm trying to convert V1 in terms of I1 such a way that if I substitute here, I1 terminal get cancelled. Yeah? ಎಷ್ಟು R equivalent?
6.
6, sir.
6. So can I write my V1 as 6 I1? Can I write V1 as 6 I1?
Yes, sir.
So substitute that in this equation. So do we get the first answer? I1 divided by 6 I1. So I1 get cancelled. So you can claim the first answer as 1 by 6. Is it correct? Is it correct?
Yes, sir.
Any doubts, anyone till here what I told you? So we are finding a Y parameter concept. It is called as short circuit admittance. To solve this, you have to consider the case how it is derivation no same way. V2 is equal to 0. So this is short circuit. So if you are able to get I1 in this terms of V1, you will get the first answer easily. Is this fine till here? Is it fine till here?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now listen carefully. Listen, to find this second answer, I can't do this V1 in terms of I1 because you have I2 already. So if you have I2, if I convert I1, it's no use. So what you should do, you need to make this I2 in terms of V1. Then V1 will get cancelled, you'll get the answer. So what can be done? Just think. What can be done? You got what I told? To find this I1 V1, no concept, directly you can dump. But I can't write V1 in terms of I1 because I2 is there, it won't get cancelled. So you need to write I2 in terms of V1 such a way that I will get the answer. Yes? What can be done? Can I implement the logic of branch current here? Can I implement the logic of branch current here? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So what is the branch current? So now, which is the branch current now? I2. Sorry, na? So for this I2, the main current is yes or no? Yes or no, yaar? Yeah, I'm audible. You got what I'm doing now? Category over. Second category, I can't substitute V1. So only option is I need to convert this I2 in terms of V1. I can stop that and then get cancel V1 term to get the answer. So you need to apply a logic of current. So what is the main current? Is this. But look at here. I am going in this way. This is coming in this way I2. So both are in opposite direction. Yes or no? Am I audible, Ananya? My voice is breaking here. Is it audible? I'm not hearing. Is it audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. See now, I am climbing branch current as I2 and main current as I1. But what I am telling is, instead of writing I1, I will write minus I1. Why? Look at this two direction. So this is I2 and this is I1. So both are in opposite direction. That's why you should climb. The main current is minus I1. Okay. So what is the opposite resistor now? So for this I2 opposite resistor is this. Correct? So it is 4 divided by sum of these two. So it's 4 plus 4. I hope I taught you the concept of current divider rule. Branch current is equals to main current into opposite resistor divided by sum of two resistor. So why I wrote minus? Because both are in opposite direction. Am I clear till here? Is it fine? Is it fine?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So now, what is I1? See, we already know that V1 is equal to 6 times of I1. So from this, can I get I1 is equal to V1 by 6? Can I substitute this I1 is equal to V1 by 6 in this equation? So then what will happen? I2 is equal to minus V1 by 6 into how much is this answer? 4 divided by 4 plus 4. It's 4 by 8. Eshtaitra?
0.5.
0.5. Substitute, check out the answer. 0.5 by 6, how much? Minus? How much is 0.5 by 6 here?
0.083.
0.083 V1. Is it correct? Is it correct? What is I2 equals to? Others, is it fine? What your friend
Yes.
told? Okay, Ananya?
Yes, sir, it is correct.
Okay, now what you should do? Wherever I2 is there, look at here. If I substitute this answer, V1 will get cancelled. Left out answer itself is Y21. Artha aita logic ivaga ellargu how to do the Y parameter concept? Yes or no, yaar?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So now proceed from there and tell me what is the answer. If you substitute that I2 here, it becomes minus 0.083 V1. So V1 get cancelled. So left out itself is answer minus 0.83 more. Here's second answer. Am I correct? So you got y21 answer and y1 answer for case 1. Same way you need to proceed with case 2. So any doubts with case 1, how to solve y parameter? See, if you understood how to do y parameter, z parameter, then h parameter will be easier for you. So one concept from z, one concept from y, you will get you the answer. Clear? So now go to case 2. So case 2, what I should make here? So V1 is equal to 0. If V1 is equal to 0, this becomes short circuit. So this is how the new circuit will be, right? So 4, I1, 4, 4, and this is V2. Okay. So if case 2, V2 is equal to 0, V1 is equal to 0, what is the thing you are going to get? Y12 is equal to I1 by V2. Similarly, one more you will get Y22 is equals to I2 by V2. So same procedure. How did case 1 go the same way? So what you should do? So this you can get directly, right? So V2 equals to, what is V2 equals to? Again same concept, equivalent resistance 4 into 4 divided by 4 plus 4 plus 4. Kata, is it 6 only? So can I claim I2 is equal to 6 I2 only? Yeah. Is it fine, everyone? So substitute this here. So this become I2 divided by 6 I2. Again, I2 get cancelled. Left out is 1 by 6 more. So you can look at the answers. So what you got earlier? So what was 1 by 6 answer? It was Y11. See, Y11, Y12, you got 1 by 6. It's a symmetric. Clear? So same way you climb now to calculate this. So to calculate this, what is the thing I told? Branch current. So now branch current is what here? I want I1 is equal to, because I want I1 in terms of V2. I1 is equal to, again same minus, both are opposite cut na here. So minus I2 into same. So opposite resistor divided by sum of two resistor. How much is this? So again, what is I2? Nothing but V2 by 6. Yeah, audible? Is it fine? I'm audible here? Yeah. Check out the answer. It's again 4 by 8. How much you told? 0.5. 0.5, So substitute this in this and tell me what is the answer. Substitute in place of I1. So V2 will get cancelled. What is Y12 will get the answer? How much here?
0.083
So is it same answer?
minus 0.0.
So minus barata, minus because of this. So you write all the things, write all the answers, that becomes the Y parameter answer. So is it fine now? I hope everyone got the concept how to solve the Z parameter, Y parameter. So if you have doubt, you can ask me. So till here, is it fine here? So I hope everyone got the logic, how to do derivation and how to solve the problem on Y parameter and Z parameter. If you know this too, then H parameter, same procedure. So first half is from Z, second half is from Y. So you need to implement the logic of your both current divider rule also, and normal procedure also. Is it fine? So when you want next class here? So we want to solve